have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Everybody, welcome back to Vets with Vendettas. This is episode 26. I'm your host, Lou Wiggins, and to my rights, the guy who likes to scare small children for fun.
It's a big character.
It does.
Everyone needs a hobby, right?
Yeah, they do. And from our studio in New York,
I gotta get some spoons in
I
here
know,
next time.
the guy who thinks pizza is a food group, Ben Cornish.
Dude, it's got everything you need on it right
That's
there,
fucking
including the gluten. Okay?
Yeah,
So,
say that
I'm
again.
a fan. I said it has everything you need, including the gluten.
That's
I
right.
love me some gluten.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you know.
Nobody knows what it is, but
Meat, cheese.
Get some
Tomatoes
veggies
is
on
fruit.
it. Yeah, dude. The
tomato is
sauce.
fruit.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's true.
come on.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have a great show today. We're gonna talk about Trump lies that turned out to be true, and we're gonna talk. Excuse me. We're gonna talk about gun control. Does it work? You tell me.
No, it does not.
Spoiler alert. No.
All right, guys, before we get started, if you watched our episode last week, Diggs, his biggest regret was not saying yes to this girl, Jill.
Yeah.
So I found her.
Did
Oh,
you?
what?
Conversation with her. Let's hear the recording now, guys. So, Jill, tell me what happened after Diggs rejected you from the prom. Well, first, I buried myself in Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Then I stopped feeling sorry for myself, and I started working out because Charles made me feel so bad about myself. But now, I can lift the car over my head. Okay. Do you forgive Diggs, and would you give him another shot? Of course. But fair warning, my vagina can crush a beer can. Okay. Jill, I'll let him know. Also, tell him I said I'm going to rock his world. Okay, Jill, we'll do. Bye-bye now.
Wow.
I'm dying.
Jill really, she really plumped out.
She just fucking crushed a beer can.
Aside from like a fat girl or that was like that.
Jill.
That was really Jill.
You definitely changed since high school.
You better watch her. Her vagina can crush a beer can.
Oh, that's
God.
great.
I was crying laughing, making that. I was like, well, I'm such an idiot.
Oh, dude.
All right, guys.
She was ripped, though.
She was.
Holy shit.
And the other one I had, the two I found, I'll show you the one I was going to use. Oh, I got rid of it. Never mind. Oh, no, here it is.
There you go. Yeah.
They both were good choices.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun to wrestle around with a big bodybuilding woman.
No, dude. Are you kidding me?
This one, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's start off.
Ben was like, no.
No, I just know.
It's weird to be fucking tossed around by somebody like stronger than me.
You'll give me sex
has a
now,
vagina.
boy.
I want the sex now.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's start with our first segment as usual.
What the fuck?
All right, guys, Diggs, off to use.
All right. I've got my screen shared thingy, my bobber going. Here we go. Which I thought was funny. And, you know, we're vets with Vendetta, so I like to incorporate a little military from time to time. But
No, I'm sorry. I shared the wrong screen.
Oh.
That's my bad.
So, you got it?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, so after the U.S. withdrawal, can have Afghan Air Force keep planes flying? I said this before the show. I didn't even fucking know the Afghans had an Air Force.
I just thought they used paper airplanes.
Yeah, or something. Or like gliders.
shit.
Maybe like
I
a
was
glider.
saying-
I can see, but like,
I was saying anything they do.
Shot.
Yeah.
It's like that game Sling Plane.
Right.
Yeah, but
Oh
like,
my god, that's hilarious.
I'm like, dude, like even if you look at this picture, like that just looks like a fucking ramped up World War II plane.
It
Like,
does.
Yeah,
I
pretty
mean,
much
who
like
the fuck? Where
with a
is
new
that?
chainsaw.
Exactly. I'm like, dude, I was never in Kandahar or Bagram and saw like
No.
the fucking the Goose Maverick combo of fucking Afghan pilots. Like,
The
So
Afghan
what would be his call sign? Goat.
yeah, Goat and Mecca.
So we had to like do like the old push down to get it started.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know.
They're fucking hanging over the side, letting bombs out the side.
Yeah.
Did I like no? Okay.
He's just really heavy. But anyway, as everybody knows, which I didn't even honestly know because I don't fucking watch the news anymore other than to laugh at it. But
Pretty much.
the U.S. It says right here, all U.S. and coalition troops and contractors are scheduled to be out of Afghanistan by the end of August,
Nice.
which is fucking right around the corner. But basically what they're saying is without our military presence to help with the maintenance and all that other shit for their aircraft, like,
Well, not to mention the hundreds of thousands of dollars we give them.
that's very true because their money's worth shit. But
Yeah, pretty much. Toilet
yeah,
paper.
so it says 5 of the Afghan Air Force's 7 types of aircraft saw dramatic drops in their availability for missions in the recent months as the Taliban reclaimed much of the country and U.S. and coalition forces and maintenance contractors withdrew. Imagine that.
We didn't see that coming, did we?
So
Shocker.
we're about to leave, and Taliban has claimed all of their aircraft, basically.
It's mine. Dibs. Dibs.
So it's-
We do not
so
know how to fly it, but it is ours.
So it's not so much that they can't
Figured it out.
afford it; it's that they're getting fucking plane jacked.
Yeah, basically, I guess. And people are selling on the black market. I don't know. But apparently Afghanistan has an air force. I didn't know that. That's the funny part of that story.
Learn something new every day.
Moving on. This was fucking great because of the picture of the dog, and it's so funny. Okay, so bigthink.com. Dogs know when people are lying to them, and that dog's face is perfect.
I can't see the dog.
Yeah,
I
it's
see the
not up.
airports.
Oh, it's
You gotta
not.
scroll up.
Oh, I did.
I can't. You're frozen or something.
Oh,
'cause I
wait.
can't see it.
Let me close this.
There you go.
Oh, God, I got rid of it.
Oh,
Okay, I'll find it later or something.
all right.
Bring it up. Can you see this now?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. From Newsweek, man who hid in girl's bedroom closet for more than a month has been jailed for 15 years.
Holy shit!
A month?
How in the hell do you not know he's there?
He was humping this girl.
Oh,
Yes. Now, this is it. This is crazy.
so he would hump her and go back in the closet.
Yes.
Oh, I thought maybe he was just in there, like she didn't know he was in there.
No.
I
She,
mean,
knew.
He didn't keep me-
She knew. She was hiding him.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so a Louisiana man who hid in a 15-year-old girl's bedroom for several weeks has been sentenced to 15 years in prison Wednesday.
36. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
after pleading
What a
guilty to
fucking
having sexual
scumbag.
relations with the minor. Blah, blah, blah. So basically, the guy came from Louisiana all the way to wherever, this in Florida, Spring Hill,
Where
Hernando
the-
County.
I want to know where Chris Hansen was when all this was going down.
Seriously.
Come sit right here.
He apparently he thought she was 18, but even when even when he got there, she explained that she was 15, and he still stayed. And I guess he was caught when they heard like weird noises coming out of her room. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I just think that's funny. But they met on like some online avatar site or something.
Right.
And continued to talk, whatever. But the stories like this scare the fuck out of me because I have a daughter.
Yeah. So you got to pull a major pain, just shoot in the closet.
Exactly.
Just in case.
If he in there, he but like, so when I originally read this, I'm like, no one has the answer to parenting, So
No.
I've always had in my mind that I won't be that overprotective Bad Boys 2 scene.
Bullshit. Oh,
right.
That's cold.
Like, who the fuck are you?
Cleaning your gun while he walks in.
Yeah. But at the same time, so I'm thinking like you want to trust your kids, but Jesus, like if my daughter was letting some 36-year-old guy stay in her closet for over a month, how do you prepare for that? You can't prepare for that.
See, I had some jokes in my head. Like I thought it was just some guy like that was sneaking in there. Like girl walks in and goes, I don't remember shitting that. I don't know.
Dude, I saw another
porn last night.
Fuck are all my socks?
Yeah, I saw another news story about some dude. I think it was in like Florida. This is like 26-year-old, 22-year-old, something like that.
Yeah.
Was dating like a fucking 12, 13-year-old, and they actually
Oh my God.
like she actually became pregnant, and they walked together into.
I got that story.
Do you? Okay,
I got
it. I'll stop.
So yeah, there's 15 years. This guy's going away.
Good.
Ben, here you go.
Yeah. Oklahoma. Okay.
Oklahoma mom arrested after her 12-year-old daughter gives birth to a 24-year-old man's child.
Good for them,
Oh
dude.
my
They
God.
should arrest him and the mom. Good for them.
Yeah, Desiree Castaneda, then pregnant daughter, was brought up to a local hospital by Juan Miranda Jara. I think that's it.
Sounds
like
sounded
it.
right to me.
Told authorities that he was the baby's biological father. So the mom was arrested for child neglect.
Wow. That's impressive. I'm glad that
Yeah.
they're holding their parents responsible for that.
Yeah, for real.
So she was taken into custody on Thursday on one count of enabling child sex abuse, according to the Tulsa police. And so
the dude was 24 and she was 12. What is
Yeah.
with these guys? Can you not find anybody your own fucking age? Whoa, look at that.
yeah,
Holy
that's
shit.
the mom. Look at those fucking painted on
no
eyebrows.
Yeah,
So
those
Nancy
look like they
Pelosi's
were
sister? What is that?
those look like they were tattooed on, but very
They do.
badly.
Yes.
She's like, I want to look.
Right here above her picture says the age of consent in Oklahoma is 16.
She's like, I want to look surprised and pissed off all the time.
Yeah. Look,
Jesus
when
Christ.
I come across stories like this, I'm like, there should be a test you have to pass in order to have children. Like, there has to be
a simple test.
I
yeah.
like your daughter's 12, her boyfriend's
Right.
24.
Yeah.
It's fucking D. It doesn't happen. But
No.
this chick on that test would have answered A.
Okay.
It's cool. It's cool as long as my
yeah.
daughter says it's okay.
Right.
A,
Yeah, you know,
moving
because my
on.
fucking 12-year-old knows.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
And in that section, if you get one of those wrong, your license to have children is revoked. Jesus Christ! Look at this woman.
Oh my God. I don't like to judge a book by its character, but
She looks like
looks like a shitbag.
yeah, she looks like a character from Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
I was almost going to say like a fucking Mickey Mouse cartoon.
yeah. She looks like the guy with a little eyebrow thing. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, you got like when her eyebrow goes up and down, like when she starts attacking you.
When you go to the body. Fuck yeah. Actually, we'll close this tab and close this
God.
tab.
Fucking people, man.
Are you done with your stories?
No, hell no. I got a couple more.
Okay,
All right.
good.
So you're gonna love this. We always talk about Canadians apologizing. Hey, sorry, E.
Sorry. Who are you?
They really did apologize this time. Canadian police apologized for throwing away a woman's body after mistaking it for a mannequin.
How the fuck does that happen? How?
Well, obviously
I mean,
they have
I
to
know, like,
apologize.
Well, I know like the Annie dolls. I know like the Annie dolls, or like my dad taught CPR refresher courses and shit. So he always had the Annie dolls, to practice CPR on, and they weigh quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it's fucking fake.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, this says authorities in Canada have apologized after they threw the burnt remains of a woman in a dumpster,
all right, well.
apparently confusing it with a mannequin. The heads of the police and fire departments in Sherbrooke, Quebec, made the admission on Thursday in a press conference. Local report said, Danny, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me get to
Sherbrooke.
Oh, where's the rest of the story? I can't.
Well, they're carrying it. Where are they going? Damn, these mannequins nowadays really feel lifelike.
Right? Dude, could you imagine that? Fucking having to stand up in front of reporters. Look, yeah, we accidentally threw a body away. Yeah, right?
Fuck, I thought
Hey.
I gotta do something to get it.
Scroll down and click I'll try later.
Oh, okay.
There you
Okay.
go.
Let's see here.
Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
User error.
Said during the briefing that fire responders were alerted to a small fire close to a local factory. When they arrived, witnesses declared that someone had lit a silicone mannequin on fire. Mr. McConnell said. Following a discussion, first responders reportedly made the decision to dispose of what they believed to be the mannequin in a dumpster at the Sherbrooke Police Service, which they said was inaccessible to the public.
Again,
However, later that same day, a man is said to have reported that his partner missing, and police tracked the woman's mobile phone to a vehicle near the fire. Officers then made the connection between the missing persons report and the earlier discovery and went back to the dumpster to retrieve the remains. So
again, though, how do you not know? There's a complete different smell from burning body to a burning plastic.
I don't know. It's so a 150-pound person would be about 60 pounds, he told the outlet.
What? What? That doesn't make any sense. A 150-pound person would be about 60 pounds.
Yeah, after they melt, I guess, or I don't know. If somebody is a burn victim and most of the water is gone, then there's nothing but the results of the burn. I don't know. He said that by this point, the body doesn't look like a normal person and it doesn't feel like a normal person. I don't know. I mean,
You drunk on that Canadian goose? What's going on up there?
So I mean, you imagine like, oh, jokes on you, taking like selfies with it, and like,
right.
fucking dumpster, guys.
Hashtag Burmakin.
Just out of fucking dumpster. Oh shit, that was a woman. Oh fuck.
No, it wasn't. It was a mannequin.
So
we fucked up, eh?
yeah. Next story. This one I wanted to bring up, well, because it's historic, but Elaine Thompson Hara breaks Flojo. You remember Flojo from like the 90s?
Yep.
Yeah.
She broke the woman's world record in the 100 meters.
Nice.
The reason
for doing dishes? oh, sorry. No, hate now. Sorry, I'm just joking, ladies.
But yeah, so she ran. So here's why I brought this up. She ran a 10:61.
God damn.
In the 100 meters, which is fast.
That's fast as
I mean,
shit.
I can probably run it in 15.
I can do that in my car.
But the main reason I wanted to bring this up was because two things. One, the men's record, which is held by Usain Bolt, is like 9.58.
Yeah.
So if you look at 9.58 to 10.61, women are only a little over a second slower than men.
Right.
That's point number one. But point number two, what the fuck is in the water in Jamaica?
Yeah, right.
Because Usain Bolt is from Jamaica and this woman is from Jamaica.
Those CBDCs are no joke, bro.
Didn't who is that? Michael?
I don't know.
Michael
Like,
Johnson?
make you run faster or something? I don't know.
I think they're being chased by a dog or something.
But and the crazy thing about this particular 100-meter dash was Jamaica won first, second, and third place.
No shit.
Wow. Good for them.
Gold, silver, and bronze. All
but
Jamaica.
They can't play since this bobsled now, can they? Get your shit together, Jamaica.
We got that bobsled team. So good for her. But once again,
that's awesome.
If you want to run fast, apparently go to fucking Jamaica because their track and field training regiment must be insane.
Well, I'll tell you what, if there is a marathon, Kenya, someone from Kenya, they're winning.
Yeah.
Who was it? Michael Johnson? Something like that. He was from, I think he was from Kenya, Africa somewhere. But he was fast as fuck.
He was American.
Yeah, Michael Johnson was American.
Was he?
Yeah.
I mean, his ancestors might have been from there, but
yeah. It's his ancestral blood.
Yeah.
This guy, next story from Fox News. Nevada dad leaves baby in car in 100-degree heat to gamble at Vegas casino.
Jesus, man.
Once again, whip out the test. If they can't pass the test, they can't have fucking children.
For real, dude. I mean, like,
and here's the crazy thing.
I'm sorry. So hold on. Before I forget, the wife and I went to the mall a couple weekends ago, and we rented a stroller. At the bottom, there's like a basket. It literally says, "Don't put children in this." I'm like, we have to have a sign that says, "Don't put the baby in the basket."
Wow.
You know, for every one of those signs you see, there is a reason for it.
Yes.
Just imagine
that. On a pizza box, remove pizza from the box before consuming. Like,
oh no, I thought you ate through the box to get to the pizza.
Here's the crazy thing that stood out for me, other than the obvious fuck up. They responded to this car at like 10 o'clock at night.
At night?
And it was triple digits in the car.
Yeah.
Which goes to show you how fucking hot it is in Nevada.
Yeah, I mean, it could be 80 degrees in here, and it could be 100 degrees in a car.
Yeah.
Easily, quick.
So a man is facing child abuse charges after leaving his 6 months old.
Did he survive?
Yeah.
You should get the chair for that.
Well, that's, I mean, no, at a minimum, he should get the fucking child taken away. I mean, who the fuck are you? Leave your kid. Get a nanny. Get a fucking babysitter.
Yeah.
You know?
This guy, Mitchell, told, he said he shouldn't have done what he did and that he deserved anything that was coming to him.
Don't they have daycares in those casinos? I'm not joking.
No,
I thought they did.
Maybe.
I could have sworn someone told me that. But anyone out there, fact check me, please.
But anyway, yeah. So they got video and so they called the police department around 10:19 because people heard a kid crying in the parking lot. They show up, they fucking rip the kid out. But here's the guy. And when I see his picture, I'm like, that makes total sense. It seems like
I got rid of your screen. Let me open it. Right.
He looks like a fucking
Oh my god, dude. I mean, like I said, judge a book by its cover, but I mean, come on, dude.
He said, I made a mistake. I went in there and I gambled. I came out 30 minutes later.
Bullshit.
Like,
Bullshit.
I was in there for 30 minutes.
It doesn't matter.
I had 6 hands of blackjack, and I was
Right,
like,
that's all. That's all.
My fucking 6-month-old son. What? Okay,
Dude, there's no way. I've been to a couple casinos, dude. There's no spending only 30 minutes in there.
No. Probably
No.
take you 15 to walk to where the fuck you're trying to
Try
go.
to find his
Right.
table or something.
And then the last story I have, this is a little bit older, but I found it from KanyeDaily.com. This woman, pastor, Veronica, has revealed that men who sleep with her get cured from their fertility problems. She said that God has anointed her vagina.
She's got a magic vagina.
Yeah.
Sweet. Maybe I should toss a coin in it. Fucking make a wish. Open up, sweetheart.
My mission on earth is to cure men of their infertility problem through sleeping with them. Each
Just not
session must
infidelity.
not last more than 2 minutes.
They're called boobs.
Just, she can cure infertility, just not infidelity. That's all.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. So each session must not last more than 2 minutes.
So it doesn't really count after 2 minutes.
So
If it's 2 and 1, yep, it's sex. Yep.
yeah.
Dude, that must be a magical vagina. I mean,
No kidding.
you know. So what if it goes like
She says
2 minutes,
God-
30 seconds? It won't work.
No, then God's like, you're greedy and
Yeah, no,
Right.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's all.
then you get herpes or something.
Their balls blow up.
She said, God gave me an anointing vagina. You only have to sleep with me and get healed of all your fertility problems. Men have gone through a lot in this generation. God sent me to liberate them. It sounds like God turned you into a whore.
That's what it sounds like to me.
I mean,
Now, I would
You
say
know.
she's got some nice boobs.
she
But-
looks good without a doubt, but
Yeah, she's nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude, she's gonna be fucking riddled with STDs.
For
You know?
Yeah, I'll take my chances
Yeah.
with some Viagra. I'm good.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, imagine the people that are going to her just claiming they have erectile
Right.
dysfunction or something. Like,
Dude,
You're
it's
500
this
pounds.
whole.
Maybe lay up the pizza.
here's the thing, though. Imagine, okay, so someone tells her, "Yeah, I got ED," but magically, by the grace of God, he gets hard enough to have sex with her for the 2 minutes.
Oh, this is
It's a miracle!
yes, I'm ready. I can receive you now.
I haven't had a boner in 6 months. This is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. You're just opening the door for a bunch of weirdos.
All
Yeah.
right, that's all you got. Bubba?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, that's going to be it for our segment.
What the fuck?
And that's the voice of Leroy Washington. Speaking of Leroy, we got his weekly weather report. What you got for us today, brother?
My weather report for today is, oh fuck, they found me. I ain't going back to jail, pig.
Leroy, are you in a firefight with the cops?
What does it sound like to you, jackass?
So I guess a weather report is out of the question for today, huh?
It's about to be hell and bullets when I whip out my AK-47. Yo, bitch, get out the car. Shut up, bitch.
Leroy, did you just steal a car?
I gotta call you back. I'm out.
Well, I think Leroy's in trouble there, guys.
Wow.
I don't think we've ever actually gotten a weather report from him.
No, I'm still waiting to get something.
Hey,
maybe one day.
My old first sergeant is he commented.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still listening or what, but
Well, he's the guy who gave me the boat.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, guys, let's move on to our current. Ben, we'll start off with you, bro.
All right, brother. You want to share my screen?
Yes, sir. Bigfoot. Whoop.
For you. First thing I got for you, everybody remembers what happened on January 6th, the so-called insurrection of the Capitol.
Yeah.
But what most people don't know is from defconnews.com, more voters want the 2020 riots investigated than support Pelosi's January 6th committee. Because the infamous Nancy Pelosi has actually set up a whole committee, more taxpayer dollars, okay, an actual committee to investigate what happened on January 6th. Again, we all know what happened, all right?
Yeah. Isn't there like 1,800 hours of video? I could have sworn.
There's a ton of video on it. I mean,
yeah,
they got
probably released.
What do you? Yeah, go ahead.
So it's just like they got a video of like police actually opening the barricade, letting people through.
Yeah, we all saw that when it first happened.
Yeah.
No, we're
all sorts of shit.
We're crazy.
Oh, of course not. You know, because I don't trust my eyes.
Yeah. Must have been a different Capitol building.
Right. But from the article, according to Rasputin, of likely voters approve Pelosi's January 6th committee. Now, some other fun statistics. Majorities of every racial group and political affiliation support congressional investigation of last year's violent protests. 67% of whites, 64% of blacks, 66% of Hispanics, 62% of other minorities think that Congress should investigate the 2020 riots in the U.S. cities. 75% of Republicans, 60% of Democrats, and 63% of voters not affiliated with either major party says Congress should investigate last year's violent protests as well. So what does this tell you? It tells us that, once again, our government are concentrating on the wrong thing. Because I'm sure... Right, because I'm sure everybody remembers those 100+ days of absolute fear watching these, BLM and Antifa fucking march through the streets, burning shit down. And how many arrests?
Millions of dollars of damage.
Right, and how many arrests did you hear about that?
Well, they were arrested, but they were let go with days later. I mean,
right, exactly.
Freaking joke.
Another thing to kind of piggyback off of this is the January 6th Correctional Facility refuses to allow Republican Congress members to see the facility, accuses them of trespassing. So,
and as I said to you earlier, I got to find it if there's actually written down. They actually didn't let their lawyers in to see him either, which is illegal, obviously.
Right. Well, I mean...
the two people got arrested from January 6th insurrection.
Yeah. So basically, after a few minutes, a woman came out and told them her supervisor says that they were trespassing. They argued that as members of Congress, they have oversight and should be able to at least tour the facility, but to no avail. When they asked to speak to the woman's supervisor, they were told to wait. So eventually, the same woman walked out of the building, and Gomer was told she was the supervisor. So minutes before, this woman was saying that her supervisor said that they were trespassing. And then she comes out minutes later saying she is the supervisor. Do you folks see this? I mean, if I was there, I'd be fucking pulling my hair out.
Yeah, that's the least of I don't.
I guess
dude, just doing that.
I think the government wants you to believe that the cops opening that gate was footage from like a Black Friday sale.
Right.
Right.
There you go, guys.
There's
Get
a
in there,
Walmart.
buy them PlayStations.
There's a Walmart parking lot. What are you talking about?
We just cropped all that Capitol stuff in the
Right.
background to give you guys
Right.
like a little tickle of what the fuck. And then and we okay, so we know why they don't want people interviewing the people who arrested because they were fucking paid.
Yep.
We know this, people.
Yep.
They
Well,
were paid to
And
be
even
there.
if they weren't the ones who actually incited it.
No.
And they may have seen certain things that they don't want getting out.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I guarantee you. I mean, I don't know when. Hopefully soon. The video will come out and of everything, and maybe this will shut everything up.
Here's
Just say shut down.
I think
not everything.
I think these people are so fucking retarded that they do not realize that a crowd of 300,000 people means 300,000 cell phones.
Right. Everybody was video
Like,
recording.
you can fucking say whatever you want, but everybody had their fucking phone out.
Yep.
So, like, I think whoever's running the show is like some old, just retarded bastard who's just so old school. He
Well,
just
it's a cell phone.
Okay, so this is the angle I want you to film this at.
Right.
But everybody has cell phones. No. Film it at this angle, and we got him. Like, no. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want. I've seen footage.
I know. The next day, I must have saw, I don't know, like 50 to 20 different
Exactly.
Oh,
videos.
hell yeah.
Cops
All
just
from
like,
different people.
And then you
There you
get
go.
like my super liberal sister goes, oh well, that's not staged. I'm like, are you retarded? It's clearly staged. How can you have 10 people inside the Capitol with cameras just staged there,
Yeah.
and say at least the name's in there? It's staged.
Right.
So when someone says it's staged, it's fucking staged because they're standing right fucking there.
yeah.
Right. And there's a guy. Do you remember the video where the Capitol Police guy was like fighting off the insurgents with he's like pretend like swatting at him.
Yeah.
He's running up the stairs. He's falling, and
Right.
there's a guy like behind him, like recording him. Like, how did he get behind him?
Yeah.
Right.
If he's not supposed to be there, wouldn't a cop be like, "Hey, no, what are you doing here? Get
Right.
out."
It's like the same principle when you're like, okay, if Neil Armstrong was the first person on the moon, who the fuck was recording him come down the stairs?
That's a good point.
Like, who the fuck was that? Who set the camera up out there?
True story. I don't know, man. Again, though.
Shit like this.
Well, I mean, it could have been. No, okay, never mind. Moving on.
Again, though, it's just it's another example of the hypocrisy of this current administration and where our fucking government is going. Because again, we had almost the full summer of multiple cities being burnt down, and
real.
Nothing was really done about it. Anybody who was arrested was released right after.
Cops' hands were tied. They weren't allowed to interact. Like, let's investigate that shit.
Yeah, right.
Because that really happened. George Soros.
Yeah, pretty much.
This cough is bad.
So let's go over to our dictator. Nancy Pelosi orders the arrest of anybody not wearing a mask in the Capitol. If this is not an overstep of power and a blatant misuse and abuse of power, I don't know what is. Because who the fuck is she to sit there and say, you have to do this? I mean, I thought vaccines were supposed to fucking fix everything, Nancy. If all of you are fucking vaccinated, because you've heard all the mandates for all federal workers have to be fully vaccinated.
Which I think is total bullshit.
Absolutely.
Bullshit.
And on top of that, now you still have to reinstate your fucking mask mandate.
Because I I'm sorry to cut you off, Ben.
No,
When
you're
I
good.
heard like all federal employees, I don't immediately think, oh, poor congressman has to. I think of all our military.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And all the workers that have to work in all the office buildings.
Exactly.
Even though I hate the IRS, there's still people who have to wear that shit.
Right.
They don't. Most of them probably don't want to wear it.
Yeah, but I think all our military, they basically
postal workers.
yeah, everybody in the military is like, oh, you're getting
military.
it now, bitch. Like, I think that's total bullshit.
Absolutely bullshit.
I don't even know what's gonna come. I know there's got to be mounting cases of people in the military like, I'm not getting that shit. So
Yeah.
Well,
fucking kick me out or whatever the fuck you're gonna do.
I don't know if you
it's not
guys
happening.
heard. I don't know if you're going to bring it up, but the post office union said no, we're not going to follow the mandate for the vaccine, mandatory vaccine. So that was
Good
kind
for
of a big
them.
deal.
Good.
Yeah, I was glad to hear that.
You could suck a cocky.
Yeah, pretty much. I love that song.
Just made
But
it up.
old Ted Cruz said Nancy Pelosi is drunk on power, man, because she is. Because again,
Drunk on something.
Yeah.
you know, we've got Biden and Harris, right? But we've got Biden and Harris in office who will back anything that fucking Nancy Pelosi does,
right?
Because let's face it, they're all in the fucking
If a
cabal
retarded
together.
monkey came up to Biden and said, "I want to do this policy," he'd be like, "Okay, there you go."
Nice to meet you, President of Egypt. I agree. All the other terms.
Unlimited bananas it is.
Do we even
But
have
I'm
a
telling
million
you.
bananas? Can we get a million bananas?
All this boils down to, okay, because she's not trying to make shit safer, okay? She is trying to keep the fear going.
Control.
As long as they have people afraid, exactly. As long as they have people afraid, they can tell those people what to do.
Okay,
And
this
they
is
will
going to
listen.
sound a little. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
No, I'm good.
Okay. One of the podcasts I listen to, he's a Act 22 report. I listen to him pretty much every day. His theory about the whole mask thing, which I found interesting. It's a little conspiracy theory, but I kind of agree with him a little bit. He said that they're pushing the mask back, so when the audit stuff comes out for AZ, they're going to start the riots, and they want to be able to put masks on the riders so they can't identify them.
Makes sense.
Kind of makes sense, yeah.
So take it for what it is. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see in the fucking days to come, man. But that makes sense to me.
I just wish. So I
Sorry.
when you wish. No, okay. So I watched this video earlier of a softball game.
Really, we're bored today, huh?
Yeah, well, it was like one of those videos.
South Olympics, South softball.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
it's
I was
one of those
watching
things.
golf too.
But it was a softball game in which the announcer announces that they're not going to be singing the national anthem. The crowd starts booing, and then the crowd sings the national anthem.
Good for them, man.
What happened was one of the teams fucking ran back out there on the field and stood and faced the flag and blah, blah. And I thought to myself, if we can get 100 people at a softball game to just defy, I wouldn't say the law or what, just to be defiant in the sense that fuck you, we're going to do
Whatever
this
we want.
because it's what's right.
It's tradition.
Why can't we get
Dude,
200 million Americans to do this?
I'm sure we could.
softball, baseball, America's pastime, dude. Fucking apple pie shit. All right. How do you not have the national anthem at a ball game?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the clip isn't long enough for, he didn't explain why, but this is a fucking America.
It
Like,
shouldn't matter why.
when someone said, Muslims are offended by the American flag, well, get the fuck out
then
then.
leave. This is our country.
What the fuck?
Avert your fucking eyes. Avert your eyes, buddy.
This is fucking. This is the United States of America, and that's our flag. What the fuck?
Yeah, it goes back to with that one story. The one woman got like offended because she saw American flags. I'm like, you do realize where you're living, right?
Yeah,
Right.
It's America.
I think.
Not Cuba.
Oh,
Well,
God.
that kind of goes with my next story. a new Democrat bill to cancel names of racist mountains, rivers, and other geographic locations.
Oh my God!
Yeah, buddy, man.
River's flowing. Racist freaking river.
Is there like is there such a thing as the nigger river or something? I don't get it. is that Colorado?
We're definitely getting kicked off of YouTube.
I mean, I can't breathe. Oh God!
This is
look at the snow. Look at the snow-capped Cracker Mountains back there.
Look upon
Hockey Hill.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I'm crying laughing here.
It's being brought up by Elizabeth Warren and Al Green. It's called the Reconciliation in Place Names Act. Like
both of those people should just shut the fuck up.
I mean, honest to God, once again, it is another example of our government concentrating on the wrong fucking things.
Anyone that's listening to this, do you guys find this as ridiculous as we do? Please let us know, because this is unbelievably funny. Because it's so ridiculous, it's funny. Like
it is. It's like
this can be real.
You want to get so mad, but you can't help but laugh, and then it's scary to think like where we're headed. Like this cancel culture is out of fucking control.
Well, I was just you were talking about the cancel culture. They changed the
Indians,
the baseball to the Guardians.
Yeah, the Cleveland Guardians.
Right. I mean, the name's fine, but there was no need to change it.
Here's what I found out. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that the original reason they named it the Cleveland Indians was because one of the inaugural players was Native American.
Yeah, they honored him for.
Right.
That's pretty much why they did it.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because some fucking little white girl in California is offended by that.
Indians. I don't like the way that Indians look at me on his jersey.
Anyways, the legislation drew harsh criticism from the Conservative Heritage Foundation. Quote, this has nothing to do with the intended purpose, but in an attempt to rewrite our history, no different than the way Russian Communist Party used to rewrite the Great Soviet Encyclopedia whenever someone fell out of favor with the party. They go on to say, we should do all we can to preserve our history, both good and bad. Listen, folks, so that we are well educated on everything this country has experienced, and to ensure that we do not in the future make some of the mistakes that we have made in the past. Okay.
If you do not allow people to see the past, they will not know that the past happened.
Right.
Exactly.
And they make the same mistakes that they did.
Exactly.
So
if you get rid of this, if you get rid of the nigger river, if you get rid of
Hockey Hill,
and Cracker Mountain Range, people will not know.
Son,
but it's I mean, honest to God, you know, and this is the thing. It all started with the Confederate statues and shit like that. Okay, look, are we proud of our past? No, not 100%. No, but it is important to know where we came from again, so we don't make the same mistakes.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Why is it called Licorice River now? Well, son,
don't call it like Transgen fucking river or something.
Right? Rainbow River.
Right.
Well, son, it used to be called.
Strike.
Again, because
no longer available.
Again, because we're pandering to a very small portion.
Very small.
That's the problem. All right.
Well, that's why they call the MSM is basically the bullhorn for like 5% of America.
Right.
Yeah. I don't even have a football team anymore.
No, it's just the Washington team.
The Washington football team.
I just call it the Washington Athletes.
Yeah.
They called it day. Not even a team.
The Washington
Team is offensive.
It's called the Washington guys.
Pretty soon they're gonna fucking take away the Buffalo Bills because we used to hunt buffalo.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah.
Buffalo are going to get offended.
There was one time in history that a white man killed an Indian over a buffalo.
Right.
And they're going to exploit the fuck out of it. They'd be like, Bills, no,
We're done with
that shit.
Oh, they're coming after the Eagles next. We don't like America, and Eagles represent America.
Exactly.
The Washington Pigeons.
I'm telling you,
Whitehead.
Hello. This is the thing.
Pigeons.
This is the thing. You make jokes about it, but that's where we're fucking heading. If
true.
we do not put a stop to this shit now, we are looking at fucking communist Russia. We are looking at Nazi Germany. Okay, this is exactly what they did, and that actually kind of brings us to our topic later on gun control, which brings me to my next one. Biden's anti-gun ATF pick also has anti-black people issues.
Oh,
of course he does.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Well, because yeah. I mean, let's face it. Biden is fucking primo dude speaking at a high Klans member fucking funeral.
Yeah. Is this the same guy? This ATF guy? Is this the same guy that was just at the Capitol? Like a month ago.
Yep.
The congressman was like, define assault rifle.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
It's the same fucking. That guy got passed through. Is that what you're saying?
Of course he did.
Wow.
It's all corrupt morons.
But basically,
Nicely.
When he was an ATF agent, he made comments that he was like surprised by the number of African Americans who made it to a specific promotional list, and insinuated that they had to have cheated to get there.
Oh my God.
Something along those lines.
That's perfect.
So, I mean, I don't know. But hey, let's put him in fucking office,
Yeah. He should totally be calling the shots of
got my vote.
Or I can own a fucking firearm.
Right, exactly. When he can't even fucking sit there and tell us what an assault rifle is.
Yeah,
and yet he is, head of the fucking ATF. Makes perfect sense. These fucking people, man.
Yeah, so Sarah was talking about it's a long comment to put up, but
I saw that.
but she was basically like, why are they teaching about race in school? Because like her kids don't see race, and it's true.
That's the way it should be.
There was a cool ass video of a dad who was a white dude, brought over his son. He was like, hey, look at these pictures. He was scrolling through. He purposely put pictures of white and black kids, Asian kids, whatever, all in his phone. And he was swiping. He's like, what do you notice about her or whatever? The kid never said anything about race.
Right.
Not once. Like, and this kid was like 7 years old. He was like, she's got pretty hair. It was saying shit that it just goes to show you like that stuff doesn't exist in their mind.
Right.
That's the way it should be.
So
no, but now that but exactly, and that's exactly what it is. They sit there and teach this critical race theory and all this other shit in school, basically telling you that every thought you have is racist. I mean, they're putting it in the forefront, so that's all we're talking about, and that's all people see.
Yeah, and they'll call it something else.
Yeah,
and
just
you can fucking shine a turd, still a fucking turd.
Still stinks.
This is a shiny turd,
man.
This is a shiny turd.
Exactly. All right, Ben, you got anything else, brother?
No, sir, that's it.
Okay, guys, that's going to be our...
Oh, I did have one thing to add. Come
on.
No, it's just about that guy. His nickname is David the Chipmunk Chipman.
Sounds like a stripper.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was funny.
He
likes my nuts in his mouth. So I don't get the connection.
Okay, anyway. All right, guys, what do you want to do first? We got Trump lies and gun control.
No matter.
Let's do Trump lies because it's a shorter probably topic.
Nice.
Okay, Benjamin, we'll start off with you. Please go, sir.
All right, man. The first one I've got is the lie that was told by mainstream media and a lot of the Democrats in Congress was that Trump withheld aid from the Ukraine, when in fact Ukraine not only received all of its aid at one time, but they were paid in full at one time as well, unlike the Obama administration. And we've all seen that video of Joe Biden on fucking live TV bragging about how you're either going to fire this guy or you're not going to get your aid.
Yeah, I mean,
come on,
argue that,
and nothing happened.
Nope,
nothing
happened.
He's president now.
Joe being Joe.
Yeah, Scrappy Joe from Scranton.
Super illegal Joe, but we don't care.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't know. Again, it's the hypocrisy of this fucking administration that if I don't laugh about it, I'm gonna scream.
That's pretty much why we're laughing, because it's beyond. I was super angry a couple of weeks ago. I'm just like, my head will just explode if I continue this anger.
Right.
So I'm just gonna laugh about it.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want? What do you want us to do? I mean, they tell us not to go and storm the Capitol and literally physically overthrow these people. So what are we gonna do? Just let it happen?
Yeah.
I mean, we just got to vote them out. That's what we can do.
Yeah, I don't think so, man.
Laws change.
Because next time that whole fucking Capitol, never mind.
I mean, they could have easily. They could have easily took that over. They did. Because there was only a handful of people inside.
Right.
Maybe, 100 maybe or so.
No, they let it go as long as they possibly could.
The building would have been destroyed.
Oh my God.
Right.
To the ground.
No, they let it go as long as they could so they could get as much footage as they could.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Staged. No.
It was staged.
And no crazy asshole.
Right.
No crazy asshole. And somebody's gonna stopwatch. Go. It's your turn.
Right. The next one I have is the House of Representatives approved a strong enough impeachment case for the Senate to vote to remove Trump from office, when in fact, immediately after the articles of impeachment were handed over, the Dems started demanding new evidence and for more witnesses to be brought forward since their case was weak and without evidence.
Yeah.
So, that's just another lie that these people are trying to tell. That's bullshit. Like
just
the
like
election.
Everything else about Trump.
There's like a million things.
Right. I got one more, but you guys can go. I've talked a lot.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. The last one I have is pertains to the. Oh, baby. No. The last one I have is that Trump incited the January 6th riot. Again, despite the House impeachment managers falsifying evidence by doctoring his remarks, because I don't know if any of you guys caught that when they showed the videos of it, they spliced and cut certain pieces so that it sounded a certain way. Okay. None of what Trump said. Yeah. None of what Trump said could be construed as incitement.
Not at all.
Go back and watch it again, folks. It's all there.
Dude,
I watched it live. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
Incite anything. What are they talking about?
He could have came out to the podium and said, "Drink your orange juice." Get that
Right.
violence. And they
Right.
would like cut and splice shit that he said like in 1994
Right.
and be like, fuck all black people. Like, Trump said that? Oh, that son of a bitch.
Oh, dude.
Dude, it's
All right. What do you guys got?
it goes back to when they said that he didn't condemn the dude
Oh my
in
God.
Charlottesville.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, that's when I was anti-Trump,
Yep.
and I was like, that racist bitch.
Yeah. Well,
And then you watch the video for yourself.
well, the one, and this is him. I talked about this on episode 1 or 2. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Well, you guys probably didn't hear, but anyway, I'll say it again. The video that kind of said, "Huh," is the one where he kind of did it looked like he was making fun of the
yes.
handicapped person.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, "God, this guy's a dickhead."
Yeah,
So I actually did some research and saw the other videos. He was doing it.
he does that mannerism
That's
a
his
lot.
mannerism. I'm
Yes.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's just kind of, I guess, bad.
it was.
It looked
It was
bad. It
bad
really
timing.
did look
It
bad.
was coincidentally
Right,
fucked up for
yeah.
that
Right.
situation,
Right.
But
But it's not like he did it only.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, so
But
it
it's
was
not
bad.
like
And
he.
then I found out the one that you were talking about. I'm like,
Yeah.
see, there you go.
Yeah, he was
Right.
like, because the media was like, they were very fine people. That's what it was. That was the big fucking lie. Like,
Right.
Seconds
Trump
later.
says very fine people in Charlottesville.
Yep.
And me at that time, totally fucking despising that motherfucker. I was like, of course he did. That racist bitch.
Right.
And then we got to talking, and somebody was like, go watch the whole speech
video,
that he
yeah.
said. And I was like, all right, I'll go watch this shit. And then I hear him say it, and I was like, okay, he just said it. And then
Second later.
yeah, and then it's like he
The
caught
next
himself.
sentence. Right.
He was like, "Oh shit! Wait, I don't want people to think like like." He was like, "No, I'm not talking about the racist. Those
Right.
people should be condemned."
Yep.
Right.
The media was like, "Well, we got what we need." I'm like, "Fuck you." So, and it's sad that they basically did that for 4 fucking years.
Yep. And they're still doing it.
Yeah,
They still reference that shit.
yeah.
To this day.
Shit that he did before. Like, God damn, dude. So for 4 years, well, not even 4 years, because I think for the first 2 I hated him, and then once I came around, I think like the last year and a half, maybe. or
Yeah,
something,
it was like 3.5 years.
I was like defending the fuck out of this guy. I'm like, it's all bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
I
feel
stopped
bad
talking
for
to
people.
family members because of that shit.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to fail to do any research
No.
themselves. I'm like, well, it's there. So if you're
Dude.
too stupid and lazy to go check it out yourself.
That was
Anyway.
like my golden year, because
Yeah.
I was destroying.
Well, if
people.
if whoever's not awake by now,
You're not going
it's gonna take apocalypse to wake you up.
God to come down.
Yeah,
and be like,
pretty much.
Look that way.
Right. Well, the ones I have are the HCQ, where he said he was taking it and it works, and obviously they made up a whole fraudulent study about it, and doctors are going, "Oh, wait a minute, show me the study, recreate it," and they had to retract it because it was false.
Right.
So, the virus that he's been saying from the very beginning that he called it the China virus for a reason. That's actually find out recently that that's true. It's where it came from, was China.
Right.
Another one that just recently he got, I guess, redeemed is where they said he cleared out I forget the name of it, something square, just to take a photo op.
Right.
And it turns out that's not why. That's not what happened. It was like a day before they
Yeah.
cleared out the square or whatever. And then he took the
To
photo
the
op.
church.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It was some church. It was a church. It was a very.
I didn't have time to
Big
research today. So
Yeah. Of course you didn't. Sorry.
I'm bitching about that all
this,
day.
this is our part-time job.
Part-time. And the biggest one that it will be revealed, but I'm going to mention here is that I'm going to, so we don't get kicked. Voter fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's already coming out. I mean,
Yeah.
if you haven't seen it, and all the real stuff's going to come out.
Yeah.
So, and they said maybe the second week of August. They're talking about.
I thought
They said August. I think it's
shortly after the actual election that I was like, fuck. And then, you know, we're like, all right, this motherfucker's not getting sworn in. And then that happened. And after that happened, I completely lost like faith in everything.
Yeah.
And
I have
then
no idea.
What? Oh,
because my fucking internet went out or something.
Yeah, you go say, how'd you get kicked? You were just gone all of a sudden.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, go ahead.
And then once these audits start happening, I'm like, are they really happening? Because the media does
you're talking about the first round.
Yeah, I'm talking like
not the like real audits, but like the recounts.
No, I'm talking about the Maricopa County.
Oh, okay, in April,
like that shit. Because
the forensic one.
Here's the deal: like, if you turn on any mainstream media, it's not there.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, is it really happening though? But like, what I've learned is, of course, shit's happening. They just refuse to put it out. I mean, Jesus Christ, that dude you shared the video of today, the conservative, show, the podcast that he had, they got demonetized.
Yep.
Because they said it
wasn't original content.
Yeah, original content and shit. Like, now Facebook is just canceling people's pages and demonetizing their pages
just because you're
for total bullshit reasons.
Yep.
When we know it's just you're just being a conservative.
Yeah, I mean they had like a website where you can actually watch them do the audit online.
Oh wow,
you didn't know that?
No.
Oh okay, yeah, you can literally sit there and watch them do it. Like you see them scanning, and you see all the black lights and all that. Yeah.
Shit.
That's how I knew it was going on because I saw it.
So it's like I still have faith. It's like I just need the right person to be in the right position to accept the information and force it to be passed along, at least to the American people, so that they can make up their own mind.
Right.
Because if it's up to mainstream media, they're going to be like, that didn't happen.
Well, I think it's going to be to the point where they'll have no choice but to report on it.
Right.
Because people will be arrested. The electors will be recalled, and the Arizona election will be decertified. So you can't hide that.
Right.
So that's just my.
No, it pisses me off, just like you were saying, Diggy. We know that this shit is going on, but it seems like no mainstream media is actually covering it. When you are you are a journalist. That is your job to relay the information to we the people, and we make up our minds about it. Plain and simple. All right. Yep. If you want to have, your left or right leaning media centers or whatever, fine. But don't sit there and blatantly ignore news stories because they don't agree with your fucking rhetoric.
Exactly.
On both sides,
Right.
But, and the shitty part is the reality of it is that even if you, it's kind of like you have a new product and you want to bring it to the market. Well, a company that makes something similar has the resources and all other to just destroy you before you even make it. It's the same way with media. Like nobody has the resources to create a media outlet that just tells the fucking truth because they won't get airtime.
Nope.
Because it's owned by all these pieces of shit.
All the six corporations run all the news outlets.
Exactly.
Except OAN maybe.
So you're not going to nudge your way in there and be like, bro, this is what's really happening.
Well, that's why you get these YouTubers and podcasters that get more views than CNN. That's not a joke. That's actually true.
Yeah.
It's insane. You got Joe Rogan who gets more views than Fox News and CNN all together.
For sure.
It's insane.
Yeah. So
kind of went off topic from Trump, but it
deals with it.
It fits in there a little bit.
It's
like a butthole. You just sit in there.
It's because it's the media. The media vilified him.
Oh yeah.
The media made this dude look like a piece of shit, but at the same time, while he's rallying, his crowds are out of fucking control. Did you see the real picture of Biden's town hall meeting?
Yeah, it's like nobody there. Well, I wouldn't say nobody.
There was like 50 people there. Looked like
maybe a few hundred. Yeah, I'll give him that.
But there's so many fucking empty seats, and I'm like, this is the most popular president in the history of the United States.
Right.
This man outperformed Obama.
My ass.
And he couldn't fill a fucking town hall meeting.
Right. Dude, Trump is fucking selling out stadiums.
They know they can't even get in the fucking Trump rally. They're
still there
on the road to watch his bus go by.
Yeah, and when he does his rallies, they have like maybe 30,000 in the camera shot, and they have what they call overflow, which is way in the back.
Yeah,
I think 20, 30, 1,000 more people.
Exactly. When he came to Lidditz,
it was insane.
I was working right down the road, and it was fucking out of control.
Oh, Lancaster.
And I remember in 2006, 2015, when he came up here when he was running, and they had a fucking airport hangar full. I mean, like there were still ton of people outside that couldn't get in, but the whole hangar was fucking full. I mean, like
hangars are big as shit.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the inside of a real hangar, dude, they
have to fit a fucking plane. Yeah.
A few planes.
Right.
All right. You guys have anything else on this?
No.
I didn't really have anything else.
Trump's the greatest president ever. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Just saying.
How you liking those gas prices now, bitches?
Right?
Yeah, right.
Gas, wood, chicken, fucking computer chips, wire.
All right, that's going to be our Trump segment. All right, guys, let's move on to our last segment. That is a sexy gun.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Who wants to go first? Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of time to research, so go ahead.
Neither.
You guys have to carry me on this one.
All right. So in 1976, DC actually had a gun ban, and it actually made the homicide rate go up. Like I said, 1976, DC enacted a law that banned citizens from owning guns. Cops were allowed to carry, and anyone who owned a gun was allowed to keep them as long as the trigger mechanism was disabled or there was a trigger lock. But the trigger lock could only be taken off with permission from DC police. And that permission was very, very rarely given. Okay. Mm-hmm. After that, the annual homicides rose from 188 in 1976 to 364 in 1988. Another increase came in 1993 with 454 homicides. Then the Supreme Court voted to remove the ban, and homicides steadily declined. Since then, 88 yearly murders in 2012. Okay.
Jesus.
Another city we have to look at is from heyjackass.com.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, I like that. Chicago has some of the toughest gun laws, but some of the worst gun violence. And I have a whole laundry list of statistics and shit like that. I'll just do the last few years. In 2019, there was 303 homicides, 1,307 wounded. That's 1,610 cases of gun violence, period. 2020, we're looking at 456 homicides, 1,902 wounded, with a total of 2,358 gun incidences. And in 2020, just so far, okay, that's fucking half a year, we're looking at 432 homicides with 2,090 wounded. That's 25.
I'm going to say, but Chicago, make sure you wear your face diapers because the corona will get you.
Right.
Face diapers.
and again, you look at, you look at Texas, like Houston has a pretty steady homicide rate, but Texas in a whole, okay, the gun violence compared to even a smaller state like fucking Illinois, it's drastic because, down in Texas, guess what? Everyone carries.
Exactly.
Everyone in the fucking ma carries.
We've all said this probably numerous times, even on the show here. People who are going to commit crimes don't buy guns legally.
Yeah,
they don't register their guns.
They don't.
Which I'm glad you brought that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ben.
No, go for it, boss.
I was going to say, I got this information straight from NRA.org. NRA, ILA, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
So this is straight from their website. It says criminals don't obey gun control laws. Shocker. Criminals by definition do not obey the law, period. Gun control laws only affect law-abiding people who go through legal avenues to obtain firearms.
Exactly.
I need like a shocker sound effect, like
right.
Criminals overwhelmingly obtain their firearms through illegal channels and will never be deterred by state and federal laws.
Mm-hmm.
That's why background checks have virtually no impact on criminals.
Exactly.
And I don't have numbers on, obviously. This is just from what I've seen over the years is when you have a gun that is registered, the person that owns it is usually not the one that does it. It's usually like the son or someone, what I mean?
Exactly. So to piggyback on that, it says a 2016 Obama administration study by the Bureau of Justice Statistics examined how prison inmates obtained the firearms that they used during crimes. And the results weren't surprising. The study found that only about 10.1% obtained their firearms through a retail source.
Oh, right. Look, he was right. I didn't know the numbers, but that's 10%. That's
10.1%.
Wow.
It says the vast majority of criminals obtain their firearms through other means, including illegal underground sales, bought, borrowed, traded, or rented from friends or family, gifts, purchased by another individual for them, theft, from their victims, from the scene of a crime.
Right.
Who's got two thumbs and sexy and was right? This guy.
Not to mention, I'm sure, people who are watching this already know this, but AR does not stand for assault rifle.
Yes.
It stands for Armalite rifle. Okay. Or again, you can buy the same style, the M1 carbine from American Tactical, and theirs is an AT-15. Okay. Right. All it is the company that makes it. It has nothing to do.
It could be a cock 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
BC 15.
Yeah. For real.
I'm going to start making guns
BBC.
There you go.
BBC 15. It's going to have the fucking muzzle's going to be shaped like a big dick, and the ejection port's going to be a fucking set of balls.
For real. We have this ass
today, dude.
But it's like,
a dildo.
Gotta be rich.
But we have this new ATF asshole fucking Chipman who is sitting in front of Congress and could not give an answer what an AR-15 is. Okay.
He said, and I quote, his definition is whatever Congress's definition
is. Right.
That scares the fuck out of me.
AR does not stand for assault rifle.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. The only reason why
I'm sorry, man.
The only reason why they don't the only reason why they don't like these guns is because of the way they look. Okay? They look mean. Plain and simple.
I don't even think it's that, Ben. I think they don't like these weapons because they're fucking awesome. And if we decide one day that we're fucking done with your shit, they will be the most effective at fucking them up. Okay. That's what they don't like.
Here's a demonstration of what assault means. There you go. That's an assault paper.
That is
it's an AP
paper.
It's an AP. No.
But I want to read you something here from the NRA website. It says, even if criminals did submit to background checks, we've seen that these checks aren't effective at stopping those who intend to use guns to commit crimes. Consider the following scenarios. A person with no criminal history walks into a store to buy a gun they'll use to commit a crime. A background check most likely will not stop them.
No.
There.
A drug addict lies about their addiction on a federal background check form. Although this individual is committing a federal crime, a background check most likely will not stop them.
Not
a
unless
person
they
with
have a
serious mental health issues but no history of treatment or institutionalization goes to buy a gun, a background check will not help them.
Nope.
Or help
them get
whoever.
Right.
It said, just take a look at California, a state that's had background checks in place for decades. In 2018, a study was released that examined the effect of comprehensive background checks on the state. The study examined nearly 2 decades of data and found that background checks had no effect on homicide rates in California.
Shocker. Hey, there you go, Diggs.
This is my surprise face. Surprise face.
And then it goes into, if you can go on the website, it says crime goes down when good guys have guns.
Yes, sir.
Yep. It says, let's look over some quick facts. Over the past 3 decades, from 91 to 2019, violent crime rates have dropped by more than half. The number of privately owned firearms in the United States doubled in that same period.
Yep.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory, Diggy.
Fact number 2, the number of people carrying a firearm for protection outside the home has also risen to all-time highs as violent crime dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, mass murderers have repeatedly been deterred or stopped by citizens carrying lawfully concealed firearms.
Look at that.
And number 4, concealed carry laws help reduce the number of rapes and robberies overall.
Absolutely. I would feel fucking amazing to have my little girl carry a gun. As a matter of fact, she will.
It says criminals would be far less likely to commit a crime if they believe their victim might be armed.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of common
which is
sense.
what I've been saying all this time.
Yep.
Instead of gun control, give everybody a fucking gun.
Yep.
They're not using it. Give it to them.
North Carolina. North Carolina has it right, dude. They're doing constitutional carry.
There's not just them. There's a few other states there,
right?
Like Utah.
I mean, I don't think it's concealed carry, but it's open carry. But still, New York State, they have the fucking. New York State has something called the New York Safe Act, dude. I have been to multiple schools, specialized schools, to teach me how to fucking shoot, and I cannot get a pistol in New York State because I have documented PTSD.
Ugh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, when I lived in Tennessee, dude, I had a fucking laundry list of pistols I used to carry.
Yeah.
I had a 38, I had 245, 40. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Wait a second, Ben. Did you have to relinquish your firearm, or what the fuck you doing?
Oh, yeah. Well, in order to not fucking get in trouble, yeah, dude, I had to sell them before I moved back to New York State.
Fuck that.
Fuck New York.
Yeah.
Too. Sorry.
That's like the whole, if you want to get your medical marijuana card, you relinquish your right to own guns.
What?
I'm like, what? Yeah.
I've never met a crazy pothead.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I mean,
I'm gonna go shoot this kid on the people over here.
Right?
Dude, give me my nuts.
I don't know what the fuck you're smoking. That ain't weed, bro. Somebody put some PCP in that shit.
Yeah, you smoke. All you want to do is sleep.
But for real, man, it pisses me off. Like I can own a long gun, but I'm used to carrying a fucking pistol everywhere I went. I always had my snub nose in the fucking glove compartment. I had my 40 Smith & Wesson on me.
seriously, bro, you need to move as soon as you can. You need to move somewhere else.
As soon as my kids are out of school, man, I am out of this state as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I fucking hate
it. Hopefully,
go to
that'll
Jonesy.
change. Maybe we'll get some people in there. We'll make some policy changes
Yeah,
to
fuck
it.
yeah.
We'll see.
Where? In New York, it won't happen.
Wait, who
New
is?
York.
Okay, he's
Cuomo's the governor. Yeah,
of the entire state.
Cuomo and
is
he's the mayor. And then we have what's his name? The fucking senator. I'm drawing a blank now.
Doesn't even matter.
He's a fucking piece of shit, anyways. Yeah.
Douche canoe.
You guys got anything else on this?
Going down the shit river.
Look, again, man, like Diggy was saying, it's a proven fact. If a criminal knows or even suspects that you have a gun in your house, the chances of them breaking in go drastically down.
Yeah.
You
want to hear something? You want to hear something fucking crazy that I learned years ago? This is totally kind of off topic, but people who mow their lawns on a regular basis are statistically less likely to be robbed, to be home invaded, because it looks like people basically people who don't mow their grass on a regular basis, people break into their homes because they just look like they're
not home or something.
They don't care, or they lack of attention to detail. So I learned that years ago. Like, keep your grass cut.
That's interesting.
Because it looks
I'll
like
back. I'm gonna go cut my lawn.
Yeah,
right. Oh, Chuck Schumer. That's who it is.
Oh
That's
my god!
Like I said, douche canoe. Anyway, all right, guys. That's gonna be it. We'll do our final thoughts. So beautiful music. All right, Ben, we'll finish with off of you as usual.
All right, folks. Again, man, like I always tell you, do your research. All right. I mean, prime example, Diggy was saying before, like when Trump first started coming out, he fucking hated him because he was listening to what the media was saying. Then he turned around, did his own research, and figured it out for himself. Plain and simple. The same thing goes with gun control. It goes with fucking anything. Okay. Yep. Do your research and stop listening to what the media is telling you, because they are not telling you the whole story or
the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, research, man, plain and simple. My second is, if you want to do something for the veteran community, go check out Molly Whoppers and the Misfits Veterans Outreach. Got 22 veterans a day that take their lives, folks. And it sucks, man. It really does. These guys feel like they have nothing, no one to count on. And they feel like the only outlet is to take their own life. Molly Whoppers and the Misfits Veterans Outreach, they're trying to get enough donations around to where they can buy a school bus and start taking veterans out on weekend trips, camping, concerts, bonfires, whatever the case may be. So go check them out. They have a GoFundMe. They have a Facebook. You can check them out on our page. Molly Whoppers and the Misfits Veterans Outreach. Check them out.
All right. Diggy, on to you.
Sweet. So yeah, like Ben was saying, I think if we implement term limits and kill the media, you would see a 180 of this country in 30 days.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But anyway, like I always do, suicide prevention numbers 800-273-8255. Call it. And to normally I don't do this. I don't talk about myself personally, but like I was telling you before the show, this kind of ties into the whole suicide prevention number. Now, I didn't think about killing myself, but it's to the point where like I understand where you feel helpless. And you might start trickling thoughts in your mind about things like that. So what ended up happening was last Friday, I ran out of my medication that I take for anxiety because I have diagnosed PTSD as well. And I get VA money from it, whatever. So I thought I had a few straggler pills around. I thought I was going to be fine until like Monday. Wasn't the case. So I basically, this stuff, like you cannot just stop taking. You got to wean off of it slowly.
Right.
Because after like 48 hours, you really start going into this weird, I can't even describe what
it's withdrawal, but it's kind of from what you were describing, it sounds really strange.
Yeah, it's like you withdraw. It's not anything negative. It's not like
it's like you have the shakes in your sweat.
It's not like that. It's not. Yeah, it's just like I was telling Lee. It's kind of like my body went to boot up and then froze at like 78% and didn't finish.
Buffer.
Right.
And I was like trying to function, but like everything was super weird and like. So I basically dealt with that from like Saturday night or Sunday, like basically all day Sunday, in through Monday. And I finally, like when I got to work Monday, I went to the VA, and then they're of course like it was about to close, so they're like, "Oh, we can get the doctor to give you like an emergency script tomorrow," and I'm like, "Fuck!" So Tuesday came, she called me, and I was still at work. I didn't want to leave work just to go get my meds. So
right.
It's already feel fucking ridiculous at this point. Like I might as well just keep working. And dude, like on my way driving to the VA to pick up my script, like there's this guy. I'm in a rush because like I need to get my pill. Like I feel fucking crazy, and I'm coming down the one-way street. It's 2 lanes, and the dude, I'm in the left lane, and the dude in front of me is number 1 at the light. There's a dude over here, number 1 at the light. They're talking to each other. They knew each other through the window. The light turns green. They're creeping now.
Oh, come on.
Half a mile an hour. Like,
pull the fuck
the dude in front of me is turning left. The dude in the right lane is going straight. But they're creeping. I'm talking like a good 5-6 seconds of this after the light turned green.
God.
And I fucking flipped out, bro. I yelled out the window, "You can fuck your boyfriend later." Get the fuck out of my way, bitch. Like at this point, without having my meds for 4 days, I was a completely different fucking monster. Like, and then the guy stopped. He heard me. The guy making the left, he stopped and like opened his door like he was about to get out. Now, if I wasn't in such a hurry to go get my script and feel normal again, I would have stopped. I probably would have beat the fuck out of this guy. I would have been on the news. And you know what I'm saying? So all this is a culmination of how I understand that like us veterans or anybody who's seeking help and they can't get it for God knows whatever reason, you don't have health insurance, whatever. You can start to think in your mind, like, fuck it, I'll just end it,
Right.
Because if I had to feel like that shit for like another 2 days, I would have been like, I'm not fucking dealing with this. Like, I was trying things like maybe caffeine will take the edge off. Maybe if I eat, maybe if I don't eat. At this point, like, I'd never gone that long without my meds. 2 days tops. 4th day, I was fucking crazy. I didn't recognize myself. So... if you were that guy in the car, I probably would beat the fuck out of you. But I apologize.
Well, I think his point is, try to seek help one way or another. There's help out there for you.
Yeah.
And if it's okay, guys. My final thought is gonna be, hey, if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, please. It helps us out. We're still looking to get more subscribers. For some reason, if this episode gets us hit and we get terminated, we're on Rumble. I'm gonna start uploading on BitChute as well, just to have the backup.
Yeah.
All right. Also, I just created another teaching. I know you guys can't really read that. It just basically says, "I don't need sex. The government fucks me every day."
So true. And
my last thought is, if you're ladies, if you're working out and you look like this. The weight there, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
On them triceps.
Her arms twice the size of my legs, dude. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for us, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Love you, America.
Love you.
Peace.
Love you, Jill.